Hi Stunnings, it's AJ. It's been a very long time. The light that's on my face is very bright, but I'm doing a look that I wore the other day and everyone was saying it looked really nice. It was just a day look. So I'm gonna start with doing that one. It's been a while. You guys like my hair change? I'm really feeling the bangs. Okay, but I'm gonna have to separate them so that you guys can get a clear picture of what I'm doing on my face. Okay? So I'm gonna put my hair behind my ears and we're just gonna start the way I would. This is how I look in the mornings. Nothing, all I've done is wash my face and put lotion on. So this is literally my process. Let's just get into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to shape my eyebrows the way that I want. Normally I would use my eyebrow fix kit somewhere in the mix that got lost. So I have just a regular color in brown pencil, and I'm going to show you how you can neatly color in your eyes without it looking fake. Okay, so let's just work on that. Oh wow, I completely forgot to set myself up with a mirror, so give me one sec. I'm going to have to turn to the side a little and hold my mirror here. So you're just going to go in and give yourself that front piece that you want. So I know that I always want my fronts like that. I do my fronts on each side because that's what I care about the most. And I'm just darkening them in. Now you can see right now how that's already starting to take shape. So I'm doing that, and then I just lightly go through the rest of the brow because I don't want it to look penciled. That's the last thing you want your eyebrows to look is penciled in. You want them to look natural and you want them to look fierce, but not penciled in. So there's my eyebrows. I noticed on this side I wanted to come down a little bit more. So I'm going to fleck in just a little bit. And to me that's a perfect eyebrow shape. So my eyebrows are how I want them. And we're going to move on. I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base that I always use. This one is to intensify color. And I'm going to use my finger to apply it like usual. Now it's a very light primer, so once you get it on there, that's why I use my finger and I don't use a brush, because I can massage it in as much as I want. I can take away any excess that I need to take away, and it's just going to lock the color in for the day so that by the end of the work day I don't look, and you can see the difference between this eye and this eye already. Okay, it's already made my face look different. By the end of the workday, I don't want to look washed out. One of my pet peeves, and anyone that knows me with makeup knows that I don't want my makeup at the end of the day to look all worn out and bleh, for lack of a better word, bleh. Y'all know what that means. Okay, I do try to make sure that my eyes are even with the base. Like this on this side right here, you can see it's not even. So it's not going to catch the color the same, which is important because a lot of the color goes into the corner. Okay, so the base is applied. Once again, I'm using the little makeup box that I got from Sephora for my husband for Christmas. It's wonderful. I mean, we've all seen it before, how it opens up and has the different drawers and everything. What I'm going to encourage you to do is find a color that is very close to your skin tone first, and for me that's this color right here. Getting close so you can see it. Boom, there we go, this color right here. And I'm just going to take a brush that's shaped like this, and I'm going to start. And I'm going to put this over my whole lid. And as you can see, that base is loading right in there. That primer is catching it, it's loading it, and it's making it so, sorry, there's other like programs opening up on the computer that I have to shut down. I tell you, makes things difficult. Okay, so back to putting it on the base. It's catching it, it's keeping it. I'm taking it all the way up to my brow line, because regardless of what you're doing, you want your entire lid to have a finished look. So that's all the way up on the brow line on that eye, Here we go on this one. It's easy to do. It's not difficult. This is stuff that we've covered in the other videos. So just stick with it. Okay, so the eye is done, and now we're going to go to the second color. So we used the color, the first color we used was very close to our skin tone. Now we're going to use a color that's a little darker, not super dark, but a little darker, so that we can see the difference between this part of the lid and then this part of the lid. So that's what we're going to do now. To clean my brush, I don't know if other people do this, but I do this all the time. I just go like this. Especially if I'm not using crazy colors, it's really not, I'm not going to get up and get a whole new brush. That's just not going to happen. And I encourage you not to do it. I do. Makeup should be fast and fun. So the next color I'm going to use is peach. It's like this peach color. My lighting is very hard for you to see. If I pull back, maybe you can see, but it's a peachy color that I found that's just a little offset. Actually, there's a matte one over on this side that I'm going to use for the first time, so you guys will see how it turns out along with me. So we're going to put that on that lower lid, and as you can see, it's darker and it causes a heavy contrast. You see that difference in the eyes? Can you see how this eye is different? Look, all right here, it's different, and that's what we want. We want to show that difference. So I'm just going to finish that eye up, and then I'm going to go to the next one. Finish it up. And this isn't a heavy look. Like I said, this was the look that I wore during the day, and I was just going out, and I just wanted to have on some makeup, and so this is what I did. And it got a lot of positive reviews on Facebook. Everyone said, oh, your makeup looks so nice. So now what we're going to do is what's called a cut crease. You have on two colors, and you're going to use a dark color to cut right in the crease in the middle of it. It gives a very natural, very pretty look, and it makes it look like you've done something spectacular, even though it was a very simple technique. I'm going to use a very dark matte brown. It's very dark, actually. This does not do it justice. Okay, it's very dark. Find a dark brown. That's my goal for you. Find a dark brown, a dark purple, a dark mauve. If you're using reds, I wouldn't really say red. For red, I'd say find another brown that can, go with it and keep up with that. So here we go. We're going to cut the crease. And I'm using matte. I'm not using shimmers for this look. Shimmers have a hard time picking up on this type of look. So open your eye and go right in the line between the light and the dark. And go back and forth until it looks, let me clear that, until it looks natural. Look at that. Boom. You can see it already. And then I'm going to take it up just a little higher in my cut crease. Just like that. Okay? Now look at that eye. It looks stunning. It's a stunning eye. Go over here. I'm going to cut it so I can establish where I want the makeup to go. And then I'm going to take it a little higher. Just a little higher. Okay, so now I have three colors beautifully listed on my eyes. Now what I do notice is a lot of times after I cut my crease, the bottom color, it doesn't stand out as much as I want, and that's fine. Go back, dab your brush a little bit, add a little there, just add a little makeup there, and what it does is it smooths that cut crease right into the three colors. See? Look at that. Alright, and then there is a shimmer that I'm going to put at the top of my lid just to complete the look. So I have I'm going to use a gold shimmer. At first I used the white shimmer the other day, and I didn't like it. I wasn't feeling it. So it's just this pretty gold dust shimmer, your average gold, and I'm going to put it right here. And it finishes the look. I cannot stress the importance of finishing a look. You can have something great done on your face, but if you do not finish it, people will not recognize it at the way you want it to be received. Then I just take a brush like this and I clean up any edges that need to be cleaned up. Like right there. And that's what I want it to be. So eyes are done. For cheeks, I'm using my NYX Mosaic powder again. My big fluffy. I dab it. I go down my cheeks like this. And then I'm the type of person, I like my face to look very natural. And I swoop out just a little like this into my blush. Because just right here isn't red on my face. It doesn't complement my face. You gotta learn what complements your face. Not everything works for everybody. Take time and learn what works on your face. So there we go. That's swooped out. And I have my blush on. With this light, let me see if I flip this light off what it does. Okay, so flipping off that light, the eye color pops a lot more. And you can see the cheeks a lot more, which is important for the look. I've been sick. And so my face is a little pale. So you'll see me take a little blush. And this is something everyone can do. You've been sick? Don't be afraid. Don't load your face. Don't load your face up with tons of blush so that you look red-faced like you're blushing all the time. But, you know, go ahead and give yourself some color. It's okay. I don't like when I go to work or I go out in public and everyone's like, "Are you alright? You look so tired. You look so sick." It's not complimentary. It's not fun. And quite frankly, if we're all going to be honest, no one wants to hear it. Alright, so now I'm using my liner. This is actually NYX liner, and I've never used this before. Now I got it. It's a roll-up one. Rolls up nice. And just roll it up, and I'm going to line my eyes. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a wing liner. So I'm going to pull back, and I'm just going to go in, and I want it to be a thin line. Okay. You'll hear a lot of makeup artists a lot of makeup artists go back and forth about the pulling of the skin. I pull my skin, and I love the way that just came out. I love it. For you, if you can do it without pulling the skin, make it happen. You know, but I find that skincare, it's fine. This light pull that I'm doing is not going to damage my skin. I'm not going to have all of a sudden these wrinkles. Now notice there's a difference between the two eyes. This got thicker. So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to start from here, and I'm going to connect that thick part that was sticking out. This is how you correct your mistakes. So I started off wanting a thin line, but life went wrong, which it often does. And so now I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to thicken the line some. I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to be late to work. I'm not going to take all this makeup off to try to all of a sudden be like, "Oh, my line, it's not thick." So underneath, for this look, I did a very light. I just kind of let the liner slightly line my eyes. I'm very lightly going over it, just letting it touch it. I'm not making it thick. I'm not making it dramatic. I'm really just letting the pencil glide. Okay? Just let it glide. And I think that looks perfect. That's exactly the kind of look I'm looking for. For my lips, I have a brown gloss. So I'm going to use the same brown liner that I used on my eyebrows. This is economical makeup, okay? Economical, easy makeup. And I'm not going to make my line on my lips stand out huge. There's two. You can use this lip shimmer that you can get at any beauty supply. But I got this from a beauty supply shop, and it's Sinful Colors, and it's called Nothing. 2217 Nothing. Sinful Colors. And this is what it looks like. And I've been rocking this for like 2 weeks now, and I love it. And so we're going to stick with it. Some people really enjoy like a shimmer. Like, my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is boom. For me, this is how it is. So you saw how I started in the beginning.